Oh my God, man. It's too late in the night for this bullshit, man. Oh man. Um I got some hot caffeinated tea here. But yeah, this should be interesting. Um so earlier Ryan had yeah, I don't think it's ever gonna end. I got words. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I think this dude is just gonna keep going and going and going. Uh and not in the way Cherry likes it. So um it's just gonna keep going, dude. But that's fine with me. I'll just keep covering him till he gets sued, shut down, you know. And I'm not trying to like make that happen, you know, but I am gonna say that I'm not gonna give a shit if it does, and I'm gonna be like, same thing that happened with Critical K when she got shut down. I'm gonna be like, I mean, I don't feel one way or the other about it, but she had to see that coming, you know. But I am going to I'm gonna start you off with this real quick.
Say this unless I was 100% confident. Kylie Rodney is not real. Her grandfather is not real. Her dad is not real. Her mom is not real. If you want me to be real, all the pictures and videos you're seeing of this Kylie Rodney person are actual pictures and videos from someone else named Kylie that are 5 to 7 years old, which is the same amount of time as this CRV has been registered to this family's name. There's a reason why you can't find the family's name on any of these fucking vehicles. Everybody's been wasting time, right? Tick tock, tick tock. Well, guess where I just found all these people?
Ed Wendell's
Tick tock, tick.
Ed Wendell's making a good point here. For those of you who are wondering why YouTube hasn't done anything about this yet, is because he brings in too much revenue. So I'm flat out accusing YouTube of letting this go because of how much revenue he brings in to YouTube. I mean, they get 30% of everything that he generates. So yeah, I'm calling YouTube out on this.
Tick tock. I'm about to post the proof and show you guys and show y'all how a lot of these pictures have been edited. P.S. The FBI didn't black out that picture of Kylie with the person under her arm. The people who created it did, because they fucked up when they photoshopped it. Oh, it's over. I would not say this unless I was 100% confident.
100%.
Kylie Rodney is not real.
All right.
Her grandfather is not real. Her dad is not real.
So I posted that video in community and everyone was really you know, I mean, I was just waiting for this because he said it would be an hour, and in that time it took a few hours, but in that time he decided to jump on MGL's panel. MGL wrenched him. Of course. Like, dude, MGL is such a fucking prostitute, man. I swear to God. Like, she just sees this guy and sees dollar signs and like will totally kiss his ass. Now I realize that she's on Justice for All's channel right now. And they're kind of clowning him, but they're trying to do it in a way where they save face, but yet somehow they think that they're going to still kind of latch onto him in some way. And oh man, what a couple of little whores, MGL and Justice for All. So the video that he posts is he finally drops it. And here it is.
Kylie Rodney is not Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney is Kylie Ross. Kylie Ross's dad.
I love the yes man that he's got in the back. Like watch the yes man. I can't keep my eyes off this dude because he just like totally yes mans him the whole time. It's really, really funny. This fangirl that he's got in the background here is just like got the dip in his mouth and he's drinking some sort of fucking dumb bullshit, quick stop shit, and he's like nodding to everything that he's saying and and not looking at him. Just typical yes man shit. It's really funny. Yes men always make me laugh. Like, do you realize how emasculated you look when you're a yes man? Do you realize that?
Dad is fake Kylie Rodney's grandpa. That sounds fucking crazy. Yeah. So one piece of evidence that was thrown out there that everybody was like, what the hell does this mean? Was
literally the only things that you hear out of his mouth is the word yeah or yes.
Everyone keeps talking about this Be Real app, right? I've never fucking heard of it. Have you?
No.
I've never heard
Except
of it. If you look it up, it's like it's the biggest thing ever. When really it's fucking not. So
he says no, but it's to agree with him. So my mistake.
If you look at the evidence that's been put out, there was a picture that came out where it's the girls in the car leaned back, and there's a supposedly Kylie Rodney like with them or whatever. That's the picture everybody's saying, yo, that girl looks dead. So if you go back and look at the actual first Be Real post and you take it and you turn the contrast down and turn the sharpness up, you can see the name of the profile. If you take that username that is on Be Real and apply it to TikTok, you see how they're wasting everybody's time? TikTok, TikTok. If you put that name into TikTok, look at the profile that comes up.
He like, he ain't my hunt, but he did it out of spite. He got a wife, but she ain't the one he like.
So now
So if you look at Kylie K,
now we're doxing kids. That's great, buddy. You're just killing it right now, buddy.
IELY, and look at her situation and who's around her. Look at the grandpa, because the grandpa on Kylie KIELY's page is the dad on CALLIE's page.
Okay, now pay close attention. Not the same guy. Clearly not the same guy.
You mean to tell me Kylie with a C and Kylie with a K have the same dad, grandpa?
Completely different
And by the
people.
way, don't waste your time being like, well, they don't look the same. That guy looks a little older than the other guy. Yeah, that's the point.
They did that on purpose.
All right, Mr. Oh, they're not the same person. They look a little different in age. Well, how about this? Let's put Kylie with the C and Kylie with the K beside each other.
It's not that they look different in age. They actually look. Oh well, he's talking about Callie and Kylie. Never mind. I thought he was still talking about the grandpa.
What's the next thing that someone trying to cover this up would say?
Hold on.
Well, Kylie. Well, how guy look? And by the way, don't waste your time being like, well, they don't look the same. That guy looks a little older than the other guy.
Okay, he was saying that.
Kylie has teeth. This girl.
Hold on. What did I miss here? Okay, sorry about that. It's not that the one guy looks older than the other guy. They look the same age. They're just clearly different people.
Paul. And by the way, don't waste your time being like, well, they don't look the same. That guy looks a little older than the other guy. Yeah,
no, it's because they're different people.
That's the point.
They did that on purpose.
Who did what on purpose? What the fuck are you talking about?
Mr. Oh, they're not the same person. They look a little different in age. Well, how about this? Let's put Kylie with the C and Kylie with the K beside each other. What's the next thing that someone trying to cover this up would say? Oh, well, Kylie has teeth. This girl obviously has
those girls were clearly different people. Both minors, by the way. But clearly different people. Clearly different girls. They didn't look anything alike. I don't know why this dude
He has braces. Yeah, I know. That's why her fucking teeth are edited on every other fucking picture of her.
Okay. I don't know what he's talking about here. Now, that's a really weird looking thing going on there. I will admit that, but edited, I don't know about that. And I wouldn't be surprised if he did it himself.
Damn, dude, y'all need to hire a new fucking editor, man. Well, I could do that on a fucking app that's free better than that. Y'all stacking
that dude's not even looking, and he's like, and he's just sitting there. This guy's got Ryan Upchurch ass kicking like it is blood, bro. He's got Ryan Upchurch ball licking right like in his DNA. Like he can like just kiss his ass. He just dropped it, Matt Bond, and thank you, buddy. He's like so conditioned to kissing his ass that he doesn't even have to look at him and listen to him. He's just looking at his phone.
Stacking teeth on top of teeth. We'll just give her a different pattern of teeth.
I don't see what's wrong with that picture.
What do you know? Kylie with the C and Kylie with the K are the same Kylies. They even have the same dad grandpa, remember?
No, they don't.
Darn, let's go on Kylie with the C's page and see if she has a picture with the actual CRV, since Kylie with a K doesn't have an actual picture with the CRV.
That's
I'll be damned. Kylie with the C does have an actual picture with a 2013 silver CRV. So that's why we can't find Kylie with a K with an actual picture of a CRV. And it's so funny. These little plants, they pop up everywhere. And they're like, hey, you're wrong. Look at me over here. You're wrong. Just showing their face.
I want to know why this dude, like, how is this guy like? I don't understand how this dude, and I've talked about this before, but I still can't. I'm so stuck on how this guy functions on a day-to-day level. It just doesn't make sense to me that this guy can actually function through life at all. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on that too. Just as soon as this video is over, I'm gonna jump all over that. Like, because keep in mind here, notice that I tagged MGL in the title with a hashtag. Yeah, so she's live, she wrenched him, then she ended the live. Actually, we'll get to that. Give me 1 second. Let's get through this.
Face like it ain't shit, you know what I mean?
We'll get into that.
Damn. So the lady last night on the panel I was on, who popped in out of nowhere and was like, hey, I'm a psychologist, when really she obviously wasn't. Let's see if we can match her face to a younger face that's on the Kylie with the C's profile. I bet we can. This is the panel I was on last night. When this lady left, I said, she's suspect.
Okay. She's suspect.
Here is that
right?
same exact lady, younger, on the Kylie with the C girls page that looks exactly like and has the same grandpa dad as Kylie with the K.
That is not the same person. That is not even close to the same person. That is fucking basically racist. Like,
You think that's crazy?
I'm gonna give it a pass and say it's not racist because he did the same shit with the white dad grandpa thing. So hold on a second. I'm getting an email. Dude, you're not blocked. Zanime, you can be in the chat. Of course you can. Sure.
You should see all the other people on my list that everyone's been looking at the whole time. P.S. Molly Go Lightly.
Oh.
Why'd you end your live? We want to know.
What?
It appears that Molly Go Lightly deleted her live. Good thing we recorded the entire thing.
Good. Guess what I just found?
What? All right.
You're about to see on YouTube in 10 minutes. I found everybody.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think you've solved the case?
I solved at least half of it. What information I have?
Now you see that MGL. This is the mind of MGL. See, Ryan Upchurch doesn't understand. Like MGL doesn't have the talent that Ryan Upchurch does. So she has to scam people out of money the old-fashioned way. She has to get popular on YouTube the shortcut, shitty, bitter, I'm not making it in the way that I want to make it, so I have to scam people out of money. And she knows all the little tricks to build revenue on her channel. She knows all the tricks. So what she sees right here is a cash cow. Immediately she sees Ryan Upchurch and she's like, okay, this dude has 3 million subs. I'm going to wrench him. I'm going to get on his good side and I'm just going to milk him for everything that I can milk him for.
When I put it out, if it's not known, and it will be known then, everything's going to fucking go nuts.
Now, are you tying up loose ends?
I'm showing you exactly where everything goes.
He's going to burn it down.
The pictures that are being used are old.
Justice for All is just straight laughing at him. he's going to burn the whole thing down. Because Molly and him text and shit. You know what I mean? Like the two of them, they're just two peas in a pod when it comes to grifting. It's hilarious.
Old. They're old pictures of the same person who's involved in the case right now.
Why do you think that this would be happening?
Because it's an easy way to make a fuck ton of money. And the RAM sticker, all this is being done on the computer, right? What's RAM? What does RAM stand for in computers? Random access memory. If you give a bunch of random facts that are accessible, your memory's fucked up. Random access memory.
Dude, he's like trolling himself.
A video shortly?
Mm-hmm. Kylie's real name is Kylie.
Ain't you internet criminals supposed to be like smart?
Look at this dude in the background, bro.
You ain't.
Oh my God, dude. I can't with this dude, bro. Like everybody in that video, like it's just a matter of time. Because now everybody's talking about it. There's like 3 different people live right now talking about this guy and this video right here. Like now it's gotten to that point where everybody's like, who the fuck, like this guy's lost his mind. And what's going to happen is this is going to perpetuate and perpetuate. And then those people in that video, somebody's going to go, holy shit, that's Callie, my friend Callie. And then boop, boop, boop. Hey, Callie, did you know that you're in a Ryan Upchurch video? And then they're like, then she's going to do a little homework and be like, is he accusing me of murdering or faking a death? Is he accusing me of being a dead girl and faking my death? Well, he did say that the video was like 6 or 7 years old, but I don't see how if it's on TikTok. Like it's a TikTok video, right? Like TikTok hasn't been around for 7 years, has it? Or at least not popular anyway.
Type of behavior.
Oh, that's rich coming
You know what
from
I
you,
mean?
dude.
Like he does not want to change his behavior whatsoever.
You know what? I can never imagine ever in a million years telling his poor mother to go fuck herself. His mom is so sweet.
I don't even know who they're talking about now.
She
It's
really
horrible.
is. I
It's
could meet her. You know, I've done so much for him. I bought him all new clothes. And like
God,
when
she's
we were
bitching
in
about
Connecticut,
Princess. Okay, yeah, I don't have the patience for that.
you know,
right
he
now.
was wearing your sunglasses.
Okay, let's get over here.
Listen, if he needs to do this for publicity,
Okay, now I want to apologize, folks. Thank you so much, prayer partner Eve, servant of God. I made it to his list for defending Zanime. Well, good for you. Yeah, that's great. Now, fair warning, folks. I've compared having to listen to Justice for All as I've compared it to what I would imagine masturbating with a cheese grater feels like when listening to this guy, because he is excruciatingly boring. So I just want to apologize to those of you who are not familiar with him yet. I mean, excruciatingly boring. Like totally, there's nothing good that comes out of it. You'll stay sore for days. It's just not, yeah.
publicity or to sell his album, Marissa and I are happy to help anytime.
See what I mean? Like they see a cash cow with this
Thank
guy.
you all for becoming a member.
And he set the live. Now
Come
keep
on,
this in
Marissa.
mind. He set the live to members only. Now it's to subscribers only. But in the beginning, he set it to members only. So there was, you know, I mean, like I could do that, but that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because this is just I like to document these things for when and this is kind of my way of saying I told you so. For all of you dumb assholes who gave me shit back in the Summer Wells days, everybody, I love it too, because like some of his smart fans are now changing and they're joining my comments and they're saying, which I appreciate you guys, but let's be honest here, you know, like those same people were giving me shit and I lost like fucking like 200 subs in a matter of like a week because I called this guy out for doing this shit with the Summer Wells case. And everybody was like, he's a big star and he's putting her name out there. How dare you, Glarer? What's wrong with you? He's a big star and he's putting her name out there. Like, but he's doing it. While he's doing it, he's basically creating a narrative where he's accusing the parents of having done something to her, which is totally irresponsible. And then guess what? He does 10 times as bad with the Kylie Rodney case. And now there's people going, well, this is just too much. Now it's too much, guys. Really? Now it's too much. Thank you. Down the rabbit hole news. Hello, I'm new here. He showed Kylie's picture of her in the car. Thank you. So, you know, and now these same people are going, this is too much. He's gone too far this time. Like, oh, even like perpetuating where people are getting harassed for committing a crime when there's no evidence against it, even hinting at that is irresponsible when you have 300 million or when you have 3 million subscribers. It's just irresponsible.
Marissa.
But these guys love it. These guys are like, oh, Ryan Upchurch is in my chat.
It's terrible.
Oh, this is horrible.
Yeah. Well, I was done. I was yawning like crazy earlier. Thank you, Moonlight, for becoming a member. I appreciate y'all's memberships. Thank you so much.
What do you mean, dude? Or maybe I read it wrong. Maybe it was just subscribers only. Who knows? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. That's still stupid. But like I love how he was saying, I was yawning earlier. Like everybody who's listening to you is yawning, dude.
I really, really do. Yeah, Stacy, I kind of knew we were going south, but you know, we were found out, Marissa.
Hola. ¿Cómo está?
We were found out.
Everybody knows
Mike
the truth, and now I'm
Roch.
being forced.
Thank you so much. Ryan Upfuck was just on Dolly's live making things worse. Watch Dolly will be his next suspect. Yeah, Dolly loves him, dude. It's really funny. Like Dolly is like exploring all this shit and like totally on board. He's one of those idiots that is actually like investing something in this. And he's been live for hours and hours and hours.
Forced to put video out on display. They're making me do things that I don't want to do. Things that go against my morals, my values, my integrity.
The fuck are you talking
And I'm
about?
not okay with that.
What's going on?
First of all, MGL,
Maybe.
you don't have any morals or integrity. You don't even know the meaning of the words.
Put out the video.
What video?
My last video on my
God, that's annoying.
So, any moment, the police are probably going to be here.
Morals, bro.
Okay, what'd you say, Marissa? Thank you, Moonlight.
These people
Thank you,
are
Christy.
so
Thank you, Bulldog
dramatic.
Mom. Thank you.
And so stupid at the same time.
Are we being punked? Not by us. I don't know what Marissa's actually talking about.
These people always have people like in their chat that's always like, oh my God, is Molly okay? Is Marissa okay? Oh my God. While at the same time, when Princess is like laid up in a hospital, like with tubes in him and shit, and Marissa's going, I don't feel sorry for him, you know? He said he was supposed to quit drinking, even though she feeds him alcohol. Like, and then the whole chat will be like, I don't feel sorry for him. And I'm just like, oh my God, you people are fucking like serpents, bro. You people are like bottom feeding serpents. Terrible, awful people.
Did she say the police were coming? I don't know what she's doing. Oh, man, I'm sure. No, I mean, nothing really happened in the last live.
Hey,
we just
Mike.
needed to be part of a.
I'm just gonna mute him because he's stupid. Mike Roch, if you can get a timestamp for that on that for me, I'll go ahead and play it at some point. But I need a timestamp, buddy, because I'm not sitting through Dolly like I'm sitting through these idiots.
But you know, I mean, I was criticized, and people have every right to criticize. They don't have to agree with my video that I did yesterday. But this is the thing. I showed an outline, literally a black and white. You can't tell it's even,
Okay.
you know, you don't know the gender or anything.
Okay. Now, what he's referring to right now is something that people wanted me to touch on more when I was live earlier today. This asshole decided to try and show Kylie's body from the AWP video to see if it was nude or clothed. He was trying to explore that on a live stream of a 16-year-old girl. That's what made everyone mad. Mike Hunt is in the chat too. Shout out to my crotch. I love it. Okay, so 50 minutes ago on his current live. All right, that'll help some. Thanks though. So yeah, so this asshole was trying to like show Kylie's body to determine whether or not she was nude of a 16-year-old girl. I mean, obviously AWP is smart enough to blur it out. And in the water being so murky, there's no way you're going to be able to tell. Well, it's even worse if she's dead. Like, you can't even show, like, I'm not going to show a dead body. Oh snap. Look, I'm getting shout outs in his chat right now.
And
yeah, so that's why they're mad.
daytime,
because you're a piece of shit,
news
dude. Who'll do anything for views. You'll do anything
puts
for
out
views.
them mowing our children down in schools.
What
videos, God forbid.
Nobody's showing that either.
Of a little boy, which really affected me a few years ago, of them.
So now he's playing victim.
A little boy who was washed up on the beach.
To justify what he did yesterday.
Of a war that's going on right now with mothers holding their children.
I was traumatized by mothers holding their dead children. That's why it made it okay for me to try to
And
show a minor's dead
people.
body
It absolutely
naked.
Should enrage people. Because none of these things that are happening.
Of course it did, hell of a live. Of course it did.
Are okay. I didn't unblur anything.
You can't.
You can't unblur anything that I'm aware of unless you have the absolute original.
No, you can't. But you were trying to show it.
Stephanie, why can't you join? Are you on a Apple device, my love? That may be why. Thank you for your super chat.
This guy's such a fucking schmuck. And I mean that shit in the literal Jewish term. Like he's fucking foreskin that's just been removed. That's just sitting there fucking going bad. Not doing shit. Completely and totally useless removed foreskin is how I see this dude. He's about as interesting.
I don't know what's going on. So now, you know, people have every right to not agree with it, but it's actually a lot less than what daytime news does.
I love the comments about me. Somebody's like, the glare is playing your stream right now and he's live and calling you assholes. What a douche.
So
it's because they are assholes.
I do believe Kylie is a real person.
And all of you people giving them money are assholes too.
Thank you, Texas, for becoming a member. I appreciate it.
God, bro.
I absolutely do believe she's a real human being. I think it's sad that
I can't speed it up because it's live. Sorry, guys.
people are saying that she's not.
So now we jump on the bandwagon. I love it. I mean, I don't know what's sadder though. Which is sadder? Guys, help me out. Which is sadder? Trying to show the deceased body of a minor, whether or not she's nude, or saying that she's not real. I honestly, I don't know. I'm honestly sitting here telling you that I don't know, like, which is worse. I'd have to like really ponder on that. So it's just rich hearing this guy. It's just fucking rich hearing this guy like try to criticize Ryan after all the shit that this guy's done.
I don't know if he's here, but if he is, the mods can take care of that. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. You know, like I've said to Ryan, who was just on the panel earlier, you know, I try not to just say, no, I don't believe.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
Anything what you're saying. This is what I always say. Present the evidence of your new evidence.
Oh, dude, thousands entertain this Monica, and it's really crazy.
If it fits,
it's a real like
great. What he just played didn't fit, but
it's really amazing that
yes,
decent people are in the minority.
I just said
on
it, that I
YouTube.
was leaving probably, I don't know, I was yawning and stuff, and then Marissa is like, I'm leaving too. So I don't know if he's doing it for.
See, what's funny is they ended the live and they're trying to say, well, we ended the live because we didn't want anything to do with that. No, because you're live now. First of all, why didn't you just boot him? You wrenched him. Don't sit here and be like, oh, well, we don't agree with what he did, but Molly wrenched him and then ended her live instead of booting him out. Like, what does that say?
You know, fame. I don't know if he's doing it for, there's other reasons going on in his head. But, you know, it is what it is.
What Doug? Which Doug is he going after?
Marissa.
Which Doug is he going after? Listen, I'm not unblocking anybody. If you got blocked on my channel, it's for a good reason. I don't know if you guys have seen, but people get away with a lot of shit in my chat without getting blocked. So if you got blocked for a reason. And let me tell you something. Going through shit to try to unblock somebody is a pain in the balls, man. So I'm just not putting myself through that for anybody. You know, like if you got blocked, you got blocked. Start another account and act right in my chat. That's all I can tell you to do.
So
Yeah.
Oh,
promoting
really?
his new
He's
album,
going
yeah.
after No Thanks.
Yeah.
I
What are you
love
doing?
it.
Washing my hands.
Is everything okay?
Huh?
Yeah, don't you know that she likes to drop a deuce in the middle of a live and just stay live? At least she's washing her hands.
I don't know, because you were saying something. Thank you, Stephanie, for becoming a member.
Dude, as much as she eats, bro, like she must like just like it's like she spends 1/3 she she spends 3/4 of her time live, right? Like on a live stream, and half of that time she's eating. So I imagine that that other quarter of her entire time is on the toilet. I would just imagine that. Like that's I would just imagine that. Like common sense would dictate that she spends a quarter of her life like on the shitter. But at least she washes her hands.
Yeah, the cryptic words.
Like I
and the
wouldn't give
colors
Bullhorn
and
Betty that much credit.
He was saying
I don't think she's a
that
hand
there
washer.
was 2 people that looked alike, and one was when the girl was younger. First of all, that woman was like 50 years old, and the young girl was like, you could tell it was like a recent photo. It's not from 30 years ago, the photo, but you know, whatevs.
The video of Ryan Upchurch is, I think it's comedic. in a
Yeah,
way.
you know she's got one of those industrial
I think
plungers.
he's
Like one of those
doing the rabbit hole thing and trying.
You know
to
she's
see-
got like right next to the toilet, she's got a snake. She's she's got one of those metal snakes for the toilet and one of those like bionic looking plungers. Not just the like the with the one little suction cup end, you know what I mean? I'm talking about the fucking plunger on steroids. The Incredible Hulk of plungers is what she's got next to her toilet, because a regular plunger is not going to do. It's not. It's not going to do the trick, dude. Like, there's no way. With all that food that she puts in her face, bro. Like, yeah, there's no way.
If he can find things, and I think it's tripping him out, and then it pieces them all together. And
Oh, the Xannies must be hitting
this
her
whole
now.
thing, I gotta say about the picture that you put out
Mhm.
on your channel. Anybody that's tripping over you putting out this silhouette,
A black and white
you fucking
outline.
get the hell out. Get out of here.
I mean, this is true crime. It hurts.
Oh.
It's terrible. It's
Oh,
not good
this
stuff.
should be
All of a
rich.
sudden, we're sensitive.
So
All
his
of a-
justification for that is saying this is true crime. True crime, you're gonna see shit that you don't want to see. Well, no, I agree that you're gonna hear things you don't want to hear, but you can be ethical in the sense that where you don't show disrespectful pictures of a deceased child who has a family that misses her very much. I mean, you don't get to justify doing shit like that by saying, oh, this is true crime. That's why these other channels that aren't crime don't respect crime channels, because of assholes like you. That's why. That's why they're like, oh, fucking true crime. It's just a fucking cesspool. It is. It is. The entire true crime community has become that shit. It's super fucked up. And now we got Ryan Upchurch with his 3 million subs making it worse.
all of a sudden, we're a bunch of big pussies, right? Okay. Okay.
I mean,
Okay. How about you go to Google and put in Travis Alexander in the shower? We'll see how fucking pussy you are. Get out of here.
Why? First of all, why would you tell people to do that? I mean, you can, like, you can do that. I don't know what that image is, but I imagine it's an image that you wouldn't show on your channel, would you, Marissa? I don't think that you would. Not because it's the ethical thing to do. The reason why you wouldn't do it is because you know that your channel could get demonetized, mostly just demonetized. That's the only thing that you're afraid of. You wouldn't show it for that reason, not because there's a reason why you shouldn't show it and they'll demonetize you, which is it's totally unethical and it's fucked up and it's going to bother people. It's going to trigger people. And yes, and I understand, you know, there's snowflakes and there's not snowflakes and blah, 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 blah. I get all that. You know, some people get bent out of shape over nothing, but you don't know how traumatizing it can be to have to see a picture of a deceased person. Because somebody may have had a loved one that they had to see deceased, and how they process that doesn't necessarily mean that they would process it the same way that you would. Some people have souls. You know, I know you don't know anything about that, MGL, but some people actually have souls and feelings.
Get out of here.
It's just insanity.
Your name.
It's just insanity.
You've made it. You've made it. You're in people's heads. You've made it. You've made it. If you're in their heads and they were looking for something to bitch about, just like you were the first one to talk to Jose. You fucking.
So that's what they're doing. Just because Cuckchurch showed up on MGL's panel, they end the live and then they start the live on his channel and make it subs only. And the whole purpose here, obviously, based on what they're saying here, is they're just fangirling that somebody with 3 million subscribers mentioned them in a video. Now they're like, oh my God, they mentioned me. So now they're just trying to push that. Oh, well, you know, you've made it. If you've gotten in his head and he's mentioning you, you've made it. Just like you being the first one to get to interview Jose. Jose being involved in the Summerwells case, just for those of you who are not familiar with the Summerwells case, Jose is somebody who is completely irrelevant and means fuck all. Nothing. I think he's dead now, but he had nothing to do with the case. He was a guy who crashed on Candace's and Don's couch, and he had some gossip to share. And within 5 minutes of him being on his panel, he also admitted to being committed into a mental health institution. So right there, his credibility is shot. If he's sitting in a fucking on the stand in a courtroom, like testifying against somebody that they're trying to create a narrative that they're guilty of doing something to Summer, well, if I'm that person's defense lawyer, I'm going to go credibility, Your Honor. I'm just going to tear that guy apart. I'm like, were you or were you not committed into this particular institution from this date to this date? Yes, I was. And why? Well, I had problems. No further questions, Your Honor. That would be it. So right there, I'm like, I don't give a shit what this guy's saying. I don't give a damn of what this guy's saying.
Jammed that knife in, and they did not like that because they were like, who the fuck is this?
Right. Nobody. Okay. So now they took the video down, which is fine because it now allows me to go to what the hell? Sorry, I got people emailing me and How old is this? Oh yeah, I'm not going into that.
Ryan's my hero. Look, tell you
Ryan's
what,
my
he said
hero.
it, and a few other people have
That
said
guy
it.
just said that out loud.
It's impossible, in my opinion. Now, this is just my opinion.
Hold on, we got Church with us. Hold on, let me bring you back. Church,
What's up, Skin?
what's going on,
Heels in
man?
my hair. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for being here so late.
You
Appreciate
believe
it.
in that this ain't her?
It ain't.
Definitely not her.
See, it is and ain't, depending on how you look at it. Depending on what someone's able to fathom.
So who's in the car though? If you don't think
Undocumented I think an undocumented person.
Wow.
So they just somebody put that person. So the conspiracy is big. You would say it's a big.
But before the car didn't exist. So now that the car exists, then okay.
Huge.
Okay, and for what? Okay, now I got to ask you this: do you have a reason?
Ryan's my hero. Look, I tell you what, he said it, and a few other people have said it. That
all right. So yeah, so he's full on right now. Like he is absolutely full on with this ridiculousness. And it's just a matter of time. Like I'm just going to sit back and wait. I'm just going to keep covering this shit until he gets sued. Like like I'm just going to keep covering it until he gets sued, until he gets shut down. And you know, like, and I'm not going to do anything to try to get him shut down. I'm not, you know, like now, but here's the thing is if he does, I mean, there are things. Somebody made a point recently and they were like, well, I understand freedom of speech and all this, but you can't say things when they're actually hurting people. So yeah, like if he gets shut down, he absolutely had that coming. He absolutely had that coming. Me, I don't go and report channels or strike channels. I don't do that because I think that that's like the bitchiest shit that somebody can do. It's just super fucking Karen. I just don't do that shit. So it's just such a bitch move. You know what I mean? Like you're a YouTube creator, for fuck's sake, create, you know, come up with some wit, something, you know what I mean? Like, so I mean, I'm not going to report him, you know, but the thing is because he's that type of person and what he's doing is definitely victimizing people. You know, I'm also not going to hold it against somebody for reporting him either. It's just not me. I just don't do that. But I'm not judging anybody if they do, because you don't know who he's victimizing. And if somebody feels victimized in some particular way, or they feel the need to take initiative and defend the people that are being victimized in that way, then so be it. I would prefer to just do what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I don't believe that YouTube gives a shit. Honestly, I really don't think that YouTube cares. I don't think that Google cares, because your crotch will do what, Lindsay? Jesus, this is not that kind of chat. It kind of is, because I got Cherry in here, so you know, I mean, but yeah. So I'm just not the type. It's just not my style. But you know, I'm looking forward to Cherry's explanation to Josh Lucas of what a cuck is. I'll tell you that. But yeah, YouTube, I don't think YouTube cares because he has 3 million subs. He monetizes all his videos, and yeah, YouTube gets 30% of everything that generates, 30% of all the ad revenue, 30% of all of the super chats and super stickers and memberships. YouTube gets 30% of all of that. And I don't have a problem with that. A lot of people complain about that. See, I knew it was worth it. A lot of people complain about that. But as I've explained many times, I mean, you know, if you're a performer in some way, shape, or form, this is what this is. You know, if you're an entertainer and you're entertaining, you got to pay the house, man. You know, if you're an entertainer and you're paying a venue and you're charging a door fee, the house deserves a percentage of that. 30% is pretty steep, but it is what it is. You know, the way I see it, it's just like, okay, well, bonus. I got something in my pocket out of just doing something that I like doing, out of just having some fun. So yeah. But let's see. Glare. I'm not sure that's the sole criteria here. Remember JCS criminal psychology? No. YouTube would not let up on enforcing some absurd content rule. So they're not posting now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Mel and Zanime are definitely innocent in all of this. Definitely. And I would say that they have every right to take legal action if they chose to take legal action. And I would support them 100% if they decided to do so. Sure. Absolutely. But my main concern, personally, is Kylie's family and what they're going through right now. Kylie's dad couldn't even, I mean, they were going to give him the option of being able to try to identify her. But her father was like, I don't want that to be the last memory that I see of her. Now, not to criticize or anything, because who knows what's going through his mind. I like to think that I would have been like, you know what? Yeah, let me do that. So her mom doesn't have to. That would have been my way of going about it. But again, I've never been in that position before. So I don't know if that would have been my way of going about it at that moment. Who knows? That dude was going through pure hell for 2 weeks, having no idea what happened to his daughter or where she is. So my concern is them in all of this, because at this point, it's just plain bullying. It's just plain harassment. It's awful. So, you know, personally, you know, I kind of wish there was a law where he could just get locked up for a few weeks to think about his actions when it comes to something like this. But unfortunately, there's no actual law for that. And, you know, yeah, I mean, and you're right. I mean, I get that, but what I'm thinking is, like I said, you know, it's easy for us to say what we would or wouldn't do when we're in a position that we've never been in. And I hope to God you were never in that position, and I'm never in that position. So that's why I'm saying is, like, I like to think that I would have done that so her mom wouldn't have had to. But again, I don't know what I would have done in that position. I have no idea. But Upchurch seems to have absolutely no respect. Like, because people are also like, you don't get it. He's just trolling. Well, not only is he trolling everyone, but when I say everyone, he's also trolling his fans, because his fans are growing fed up with this behavior too. They're getting sick and tired of it. They're like, this is going way too far. So, and what we're forgetting here is whether or not he's just joking around. I don't know if it even makes it worse. I feel like it makes it worse. It's just one more way that he's just making a mockery out of a teenage girl's demise. And that's horrible. That's just absolutely horrible. Yeah, Joseph Lucas. I mean, great. You can flash Creek Squad in my chat all you want. I mean, that's just fine. Like, you're the only person here who looks stupid because you're buying into this shit and you're supporting it. So I hope to God that you don't have a kid. And if you do, I hope to God that what happened to Kylie doesn't happen to your kid. And that your family doesn't have to go through what Kylie's family is going through. And somebody like Upchurch isn't putting your family through what he's putting Kylie's family through right now. I hope that doesn't happen. But just know that you look incredibly stupid. That's why I let you guys go with all this stuff. And I don't hide you or block you or, just because I want this stuff to be on replay when the shit goes down. I want you to be able to see yourself and your stupid, fucked up behavior in my chat when the shit goes down. I wonder what So Zanime, are you planning on taking any legal action against Cuckchurch? I'm curious about that. Let me know in the chat if you're planning on taking legal action against him. Good to hear. Have you spoken to an attorney? Can you say that? I mean, I understand if you can't answer that, but if you've spoken to an attorney, I'm curious if they've told you that you have a case. I mean, what he's doing is just plain defamation. Good. Glad to hear it. Good for you for standing up for yourself. Good for you. So, yeah. So Zanime is absolutely planning on taking legal action against Cuckchurch. And I'm in full support of it. Because somebody is standing up to this asshole that's actually being victimized by him right now. So hopefully that will start a trend where the other people will step up and do the same thing. And if they don't, I respect their decision to not do so either. I just hope to see them do it. And also, I look forward to covering it. I love going over court documents. I just love it. I haven't gotten to do that in a minute. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I am 100% sure that's the real Zanime Miles Long Johnson. You guys is okay. Miles Long Johnson, you win handle of the day. See, my crotch likes it. Oh my goodness. You guys, I love my chat, man. Especially like since I started doing this, my audience has grown significantly, and I'm just loving the audience that I've attracted. I'm really enjoying it. You guys are fantastic. I'm having a great time. Oh, Miles Long Johnson. I mean, that's not an excuse. You know what I mean? And I don't think that you're making excuses for him, but it's not an excuse. I mean, because the way that I'm seeing it is if that's creating behavior like this, well, then he's abusing Adderall. He's not taking it because it's prescribed and he needs it. He's he's abusing it if it's getting him to the point to where he's behaving like this. And I'm not going to say whether he's crazy or not. I'm not a mental health professional. You know, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think you were. Did I miss? I don't know why it's not showing up to where I couldn't highlight it, but Monroe, welcome for 8 months. I appreciate it. I didn't see it in this chat. Luckily, I have it on another chat going on, so I couldn't highlight it. I apologize, but thank you. Upchurch drinking too much Keaton Creek water. I have leprechaun legs. Oh, okay. No, I mean, I get it. You know, I mean, because even still, people troll all the time. I mean, they just do. That's probably why I missed a couple of super chats. The Nerd Report was in my chat, and I missed a super chat from him. And I feel bad, and I went into one of his videos, and I gave a thank you chat or a thank you thing. But I don't know. I guess he's mad at me for for missing a super chat. It happens sometimes. I apologize when it does. You know, I do appreciate every single one. But sometimes I've got another screen going on and I can't see them, and I'm not looking at the chat and I don't see it, and I'm sorry. Oh shit. See, I done made Cherry mad again. I don't think that that's what happens. Cherry works late nights, so she does this from work. Meth Gator's got to laundry. Yeah, I mean, like, how far does this dude think he's going to take this? Because, like, he just keeps adding more and more people, more and more innocent bystanders, saying that this person is this person. Like, he just threw random ass people in that video. Just random ass people. Like, nobody that had anything to do with the Kylie Rodney case at all. He just threw random ass people's social media photos in there and just threw some crazy accusations out. Oh, I love this. Chuck Jones. This should be fucking fantastic. Crazy maybe, but Ichabod brought on fake proxy whiteness. I don't know what that means. Zanime went to bat for him. I don't think I guess that's supposed to be Ryan Upchurch really believes all of this. He's just stirring up people trolling their subscribers. Yeah, but what he's doing, I mean, because my subscribers aren't stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like I've worked really hard to vet my audience to a point to where I'm like, okay, this is gonna piss off all the stupid fuckers. So be ready to unsubscribe. And then they do. And then I attract the ones that are intelligent and can think critically. So I mean, he's not doing a good job, Ed Wendell. He's not. I mean, if he's trying to use this to sell music, he's not. That's bad. He's losing people because, like, we're seeing some of his fans going, okay, this is enough. You know? Welcome, Roberta Halfley. I think that's what that says. Yeah, Roberta Halfley. Welcome to Logic. That one I can highlight. I mean, so he's not doing it a good. He's not. If that's his goal at this point, he's really screwing that up. Like it seems like he's just really just pissing in the wind for the fuck of pissing in the wind. It's really strange. Like nothing that he's doing is a good strategy at all. Zanime, thank you so much. Applaud to you and your community. Thank you. I appreciate that. Applaud to you for standing up to Ryan. I look forward to the day that he gets a summons. I look forward to that. I mean, all of it's documented. What's really funny is the stuff that he said. I mean, he could delete all that stuff, you know, off of his YouTube, but as much as I've covered it, you know, you're welcome to use my content in court if you need to. There's, I mean, a bunch of people have gone over this. I'm sure the video is still up for pedo shirt guy. What's his name? Tony. Well, no, he's not. He's independent. This guy uses YouTube to sell his music, basically, is what he does. He makes good quality music videos. And he records his music. You know, he is a YouTube creator in the truest sense. He is. But you know, that's all gonna go bye-bye if he keeps this shit up. I mean, because the truth is people are saying, Dan Williams, I just do. When I have a hat on, I fuck with my hat. Is it bothering you? I'm sorry if it's bothering you. Necro guy Tony. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah. Peter, I'm sorry. I mean Necro. Yeah, weird dude. Blair, ask her if you can cover her case. Ask if she'll keep. I mean, I'm gonna do it anyway. You know, I mean, no disrespect, but you know, if I'm covering that dude and he's getting sued by anybody, I'm covering it. Just a heads up. Oh, Christine Renee. Hey, from Nashville. Thanks for spreading awareness for Kylie and standing for her. Oh, you're from Nashville and you're up in here? Wow. I mean, isn't Nashville like his town? Yeah, I hope every single dude, I hope it's like a mass lawsuit too. I hope every single person that he showed in these videos, every single innocent person that that he shows in all of these crazy videos sues just the redneck off of him. Just completely and totally just sues the hillbilly right off of him. I can't wait. I can't wait for that. Yeah, we're not going to do that either. I will remove comments and I will hide people if you take cheap jabs about someone's appearance who's being decent in my chat. That's when I'll hide you. You can make jokes about me. You can praise Ryan Upchurch in here all you want. That's fine. Call me jealous. All that stuff is great. But as soon as you start taking jabs at people, I'm not going to allow harassment in my chat and bullying. I'm just not going to allow that. So yeah, you can just fuck all the way off. I don't know. There's a link that I don't know. I don't even like. I have Cherry. I have an email that I don't even know what it is now because I just don't even give it away anymore. So I don't even have it memorized. But there's another one that Cherry shares in here and Amethyst shares in here, but Cherry vets those. She goes through the emails to make sure that there's something that's relevant or irrelevant because I get a lot of emails. And I can't read them all because I just don't have the attention span for it. But some people have my old email and I still look through that. And so, yeah, some people are slick enough, like Zanime here is smart enough to find that email that goes directly to me. Let's see, automatic flow. I've been a fan of Ryan for like 8 years. It's unbelievable how bad I dislike him now. Zanime, I am truly sorry he did you like that. Yeah. Thank you for those kind words to Zanime. I'm sure she appreciates it. Okay, so now is he on there again? Nuh-uh. Let me see real quick. No, he's not. Nah, you're watching a replay or something, man. Whoever said that that he was on Dolly's right now. No, he's not. I just checked. Maybe he called in. I don't know. I'll look again and I'll rewind it a little bit. Okay, yeah, he was on there. Let's take a look. No, they weren't.
It led him deep into the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying?
And I completely understand how you could go down that road. I completely understand it. But like I said, when I look at it, like I said, from the true crime side, and I look at the conspiracy side, I see the goalpost has to keep moving as you keep going through the investigation. the more things that come out, the more things you've got to come up with in your conspiracy to make it make sense.
Yeah, by the end
So
of
now
it, by the end of it, Joe Biden put the girl in the lake. I know it gets
Exactly.
crazy. I know
That's
that's why I had to get out of conspiracy. Plus, the FBI showed up at my fucking house, right? And I was like, okay, that's a little much. Okay,
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it just
That is a goddamn lie. FBI didn't show up at this fool's house.
like I don't know how much you watch Rogan, like Joe Rogan or whatever, but that
I can't.
you know, he used to talk.
I can't do the
Do
Joe.
it.
I can't do the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
well-
no, I can't listen to somebody smart. I can't listen to somebody objective who actually has fascinating conversations with fascinating people. I can't do that.
Well, he used to be big into conspiracies, but you know, it got to the point where he was like, my God, like everybody in the whole entire world except for me is involved in this conspiracy somehow.
He's the biggest conspiracy. He is the conspiracy. Joe Rogan's part of the damn Illuminati.
No.
Wow. Dolly is like extra stupid.
What are you talking about? When we got $100 million, there's a certain amount of money you get where you get in with the elite. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You know how fat he got? Good Lord, he ate that $100 million. That motherfucker's head blew up. His
First
body.
of all, Joe Rogan is in sick shape. Like that dude does like MMA, works out constantly, always doing something work related. He does stand-up comedy. He does the announcing for the UFC, and he's constantly training in MMA. And he like he posts like Instagram shit where he like takes like ice baths after he works out, because that's like super good for you. I don't know exactly what it does, but it's like super good for you. And he like eats right. Now he does drink whiskey, and he does smoke a lot of weed, and he smokes cigars. But he takes excellent care of himself aside from all of that. And I mean excellent. That dude is super duper disciplined. Like Dolly wouldn't know anything about that.
Body blew up. I'm like, damn, Joe Rogan, you supposed to spend the money, not eat it.
You might want to go to the kitchen and get you some tinfoil out, brother. I think you need to make you a hat real quick.
Dude,
Yeah,
Rogan like hunts. Rogan hunts and like butchers and skins and cooks like deer meat and elk and shit like that.
I don't know.
You start to go down the road again.
I just lost my whole chat. I'm getting hacked. Hold on. Okay, it's back.
Oh, don't do that.
All
Don't do that with me over here. Golly,
Ickmail got me. Ickmail got me for a minute. All right, Clayton.
Ickmail don't give a fuck
all right, man.
about you, man.
I appreciate you, but yeah, man, this shit's crazy.
All right, peace.
See you.
Let's see. We got Church back with us. All right, Church is back.
Hey, Dolly, I'm just letting you know, in the next like hour, there is a chance that your YouTube could or could not freeze up and end abruptly.
Okay.
And just only leave backstage people.
All right.
If that happens, undo your router and leave it undone for 30 seconds and then plug it back up.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I'm on
All
two
right.
different things. I'm not just on StreamYard. I'm on OBS and StreamYard simultaneously.
Okay.
So if OBS went down, if StreamYard went down, I'm still live on OBS.
Okay.
So I have it set up where I just share my OBS. I have two. I have
Like these two are made for each other.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So I'm not too much worried about people getting into
Like-
my shit too bad. I hope not. Anyway.
I was just making sure.
Ryan's like you can sense the chemistry between these two. Like Ryan's stupid just totally matches Dolly's stupid. It's almost adorable.
I just want to, because Zav, this happened last night, and Zav, her live shitted out on her.
Yeah, because I had went back and watched the ending of it.
That's
where she
just
had
'cause
went off
Zav's
the
an idiot.
screen and y'all didn't know how to end it and all that. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know what you want me to bring some more people in with your church? This is
They're gonna come in anyways.
All right.
Watch.
Hey, Bruce from Kentucky.
Hey, what's up? Oh my God. Upchurch, I'm a big fan.
Oh, I'm
I'm so glad to meet you, man. I'm next door in Kentucky, man. We always come down to Pigeon Forge.
Hell
Love
yeah.
Pigeon Forge. But anyways, man,
Wow.
Upchurch
The dick sucking is real.
was saying, talking about the tow truck driver giving the kind of like, hey, telling AWP to go over, to Oka. Well, isn't that ironic also that, talking about the Placer County fake sheriff, they were telling
the fake sheriff
AWP not to, they already searched that.
This I love to see the people that encourage this, like, and hear them talk. It's really funny, like, because they just happen to be people that are even stupider than Upchurch. So it's like a treat. It's like, like Upchurch is a box of Cracker Jacks, and these guys are like the prize inside. Once in a while.
At 19,000 man hours. I mean, this smells like conspiracy to me. And I really, truly have. We sit there, me and my wife, we sit there and wait for.
Oh, there's two of you.
Hit another
That's
video.
comforting.
We love it.
And you're procreating, most
that,
likely.
Bubba.
That's
Yeah,
I
great.
really do. And hey, I promise you, bro, I will never say anything that my gut. I go by my gut. I will never say anything that my gut does not feel.
Because you would need a brain to go by that. But
yeah. And by the way, Upchurch, I am a war veteran Marine. Hoorah! 0811.
Yeah, brother. I appreciate your service.
Yep.
I appreciate his service as well. But here's Upchurch saying that he appreciates his service, but is harassing a veteran as we speak who's about to sue his balls off, which is great.
All right, Bruce, we're going to bring in Miss Harmony. It's good talking to you.
Hey, y'all take care, man.
Great meeting you, Bubba.
All right. Let's bring in Miss Harmony.
Hey, Dolly. Hey, Ryan. How are you guys?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm pretty good.
I usually do not do panels because I'm not the favorite in the world of the streets for years and years and years because I speak the truth. And
this
I
should be
expose
fucking great.
And when it comes to fake crime, you betcha I'm going to come down on you. So the reason why I came up here is I just dropped a video to clear up that picture that was dropped that we were given about the party. The link is in your private chat. You can look at it at your own leisure, or you can go to my YouTube and check it out. Reason why I'm also up here is Ryan.
You betcha.
I have a question for you. You don't have to answer if you don't want, because I respect your team's privacy. But do you have a forensic analysis on your team?
Can't tell you.
Okay, well, if you ever
That
need
means
one,
no.
ring me up.
Okay, thank you.
And especially
Translation, no, because I don't know what that is, is what he meant to say.
My expertise is in photos, and I will let you people know that Ryan is telling the truth about the face thing. How did you word it with the chat?
This lady's like single-handedly making Canada look bad.
Am I echoing to y'all? If I am, I'm sorry.
No, I don't hear an echo.
I'm sorry. Ask your question again.
Okay, so I kind of was doing the dishes when you were discussing and you labeled the imaging for the face. But so can you just let me know how you stated it?
So yeah, pretty much what you do is you have a face that is either the face that is on that person initially, and you alter it by putting other similar faces over it and then turning the transparency down to where the scan picks it up, but your human eye doesn't pick it up.
Right. And and that's totally true. And actually there's even a higher technology if you want to research how the Chinese do
Face
it.
off.
Yeah, TikTok,
No, I don't do TikTok. I do real. I'm the real person out there. I am a person who does this work. Okay.
No, well, so, I'm not saying you have a TikTok, but you know about TikTok.
I don't care to know about TikTok. Everything
cool.
is what you were
But
saying.
you know
about
TikTok
media
is a fucking
attention
thing,
and
right?
Trying to get and
Or is
and
that a
trying to get
conspiracy
things
too?
out there and trying to garner money, whether it's like a dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we live in the world of dynasty, and that's what the bottom line is.
She's a
And
real
there's
person.
biggins all are behind the scenes.
Mhm.
I'm listening to you because there's certain information that I
You
know
ever
that
get-
you are giving. That
You ever, when you were a kid and you bought Cracker Jacks, right? Did you ever get like 2 prizes that were placed in there by accident? That's this lady. She's the second prize where you're just like, holy shit. And it's better. It's like, man, I was really hoping for the little tiny comic book. And like, and then the tiny comic book, like you open it and it's like something stupid. And then you like are eating your Cracker Jacks and you're like, holy shit, I got a second one. And it's the comic book because you were hoping it was a comic. That's this lady right here because she's an expert, forensic, and with a Canadian accent, which just makes it that much more fun.
is congruent. And I'm not going to mention who, but certain people who had to step down, certain people who have been plugged in whatever. They had that little tiny segue. There's a reason for that segue, and what people own, and it's a dynasty. If you remember the show Dynasty, that's our world.
I've never seen it.
Okay. Well, I'll just use it as a metaphor.
It's an old show way before both of their times. So they have no idea. And I know of the show. I never watched it. But this lady needs a vibrator like real bad.
What our world
because
is
she
like
needs to
in
stay the fuck off
politics and
YouTube.
everything, right? Everybody, does a favor, even down to judges. I've even worked in the court system and seen it. And I've worked with attorneys. I've worked with politicians, yada, yada, yada. Corruption is everywhere.
No.
Everybody wants something. And once you play and get into
Okay.
the game, it's kind of like the old mafia story. You do this, and now you have to owe me a favor down the road. Okay, yeah. Now let's,
And what
get
does
on
that
with
have to
things,
do with
right?
any of this?
So what I also want to say is I want you to start researching the Chinese. If you need the information, I can send it to you.
What?
Because a lot of it now is eye recognition. So what I do, I have special equipment. That's why I said if you ever need anything, and don't have that team that has the equipment, it's very expensive. It's about $47,000 for the program, right?
Sweetheart, listen, this is what you're going to need to do. Because I'm sure Ontario has it. Okay. I'm sure that they have sex shops. I need you to go to a pawn shop, go pawn your infrared goggles. All right. And get you a rabbit. Okay. It's got different settings. It spins around like this, bop, 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 spins around. It's got the little tickler attached to it. It's the best on the market from what I understand. I don't know a girl who's ever not been satisfied with that thing when I'm not around. It's a good purchase. I promise, lady. Get rid of the infrared goggles. Get you a rabbit. Like you need it.
If you ever need anything, but what I want you to start to study when you're doing that, because you are onto something. I just don't know visually if you've seen it. I want you to visually see it. It's really cool how you can peel back the face.
Really cool.
And here's an example. I can use dogs and put your face on it. People are going way overboard because now
people are going way overboard. I agree, lady. And why do you want to put Ryan's face on your dog? It's weird. Is that what they do in Canada? I don't think that's what they do in Canada. I know Canadians. They're nice people.
You have to go into the iris. If you you are a tour person, so I don't know if you tour out of the bounds of USA. But if you do, let's say you go over to let's say you go over to China.
Yeah, and nobody north of fucking Kentucky gives a fuck about who this guy is, just so you know.
You will have a eye scan, a hand scan, everything. So it's an imprint, right? And if you start looking and researching into the China stuff and into the camera, it's, yes, you're right, it's face recognition. 3 years ago. Now it's it's so updated now. Like people are so behind the times. I'm just trying to catch you up because you have a fascination about this. So why not, you know, look into it, the eyes and how you can do it. And then if you've got your team person, you
Dolly's masturbating right now because Upchurch is on his panel. That's why he's got his camera off. He's sending pics to BHB.
You can do that face thing and the layering and everything like that, but they're getting very clever with the filtering now. Try to do the eyes. The eyes cannot lie. You know how they always say, the eyes. So now that I've heard what you've said, I'm sorry I can't do the work right now. I'm on a vacation. But
I hope you have fun.
I've been having a blast. I've been traveling.
Upchurch doesn't give a fuck about what this lady's saying, bro.
I'm just chilling in Belgium, and I got this Belgium guy trying to romance me now.
Okay,
It's
Miss
like,
Harmony, we got a ton of people in the back, so we got to get ready
to
wrap it up.
Get you some Belgian rabbit, lady. What the fuck are you doing calling here when you like could totally just get dick down in Belgium? The fuck, man? Like Van Damme's from Belgium.
Make sure my mods get your information and I can pass it along to Brian for you.
Can I tell her one thing? I just want to see what she replies to this.
Yeah.
Real eyes, real eyes, real eyes.
Yes.
All right.
If you need any help, you know my name now.
Yes, ma'am.
Just
Thank
don't
you.
put me into any conspiracies or.
I have no idea what your name is. Even if you told me, I don't know.
I'm a very private person. This is very unusual for me to expose myself.
Yeah, just pass your information along to my mods, and I'll make, if Ryan needs it, I'll make sure he gets it.
Check out your private. Thanks, guys. Keep up the good work.
All right.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
We're gonna bring in. I would like to talk to. I guess there's someone to talk to Steve Ryan.
All right.
How's it going? Hey. I would like to talk to you.
It was supposed to say more than that, but see. The thing is they brought Ryan in because he had such a large following, which brought more attention to the case. Well, then when he didn't do the narrative that they wanted him out of there. So he's onto something. He's a smart guy.
Nobody brought Ryan into anything. He brought himself. He inserted himself. Like even his followers don't know what the fuck is going on.
Doesn't think like everybody else does.
No, he doesn't.
Down to earth person that he even said, I don't care if you sue me or whatever. I want the truth. That is a man of his word. So
I appreciate it, brother.
I've been a follower of Upchurch ever since I heard his first song. So, and I've been a follower of Dolly since I found his stream by accident.
This guy's crashing on his sister's couch and she's still got her fucking Christmas tree lights going. She's still got her Christmas tree up.
So
awesome.
Everybody, you know, like it just blows my mind that everybody wants to discredit what you're saying. Yeah, some of it may be outlandish, but you're not on drugs. You're thinking from a different perspective.
How the fuck
than
do
these
you
people
know?
that do it day in and day out.
That's what I said. If you think different, the first thing people want to do when you don't fit,
you're not on drugs. The reason why I know that is because I'm on fucking drugs.
What you say don't fit into their box is the first thing they throw out. You're on crack. You're smoking meth. You're on drugs. Well, maybe I just think different than you do.
No, that's
you know.
You know what's fucked up
that,
about that?
You know,
is that's people giving them the benefit of the doubt. That's people being like, drugs, you know, at least he can get help. You know what I mean? At least he can just quit using drugs. There's hope. Mike Crotch, thank you so much, buddy. Is this really real life right now? I'm not tripping, right? Whoa.
And that's what makes Ryan so unique, because he don't care if people
big word,
knows
buddy.
or thinks that he's wrong, because he knows in his heart what he feels.
Bro, dude, thank you. And that's the reason, you know, you're supposed to go with your gut.
Yeah, dumbasses like you is exactly why I keep saying stupid shit, because you keep on encouraging me. Wolf Girl, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's insane how many of his fans, quote unquote, still believe him. I'm close to the unfollow button. I have just been hesitant because I love his music and it helped me through a very hard time. Just click on the videos where his music are. See, this is the thing. Let me explain something about my interpretation of what music is. Okay. Real music from the heart. Okay. You guys are going to think this is really corny, but I truly, genuinely believe this. I don't like when I used to play music, right? When I used to like make up riffs and I would contribute them to my band and I'd be like, hey, I came up with something. Let's, you know, it all happened by accident. I never sat there and went, oh my God, I have this rhythm in my head and I'm thinking, okay, this note should be next after this one. I never did that. I sat there just fiddling with my guitar, watching TV, right? I just sat there doing that for just endless hours. And then by accident, I would do something that I would go, ooh, you know what I mean? And then I'd be like, all right, let me just keep going with that. And then I would just, it's almost like surfing where you're riding the wave. Like a surfer does not create the wave. You know what I mean? The surfer just feels the wave coming and stays on it and tries to ride it out without falling down. That's exactly the best way that the best metaphor I could use for how I would come up with my riffs. I didn't feel like I was creating that. I felt like, for lack of a better term, I guess just a vessel of something else, you know, and nothing great. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that I was making this divine music. I'm just saying that, humbly speaking, I could not take credit for what I was doing necessarily, because somebody would be like, oh my God, man, that's a fucking genius riff. And I'd be like, thanks, you know, because it wasn't like I planned it out. It just fucking happened. And then it was like, all right, well, let me see where this goes and just keep playing and then come up with another riff that butts up against that one in a cool way. And that's how, and then I'd show it to my bandmates and I'd have a bass line completely and totally, you know, in my mind of of what would go with that guitar riff. And then I'd show it to our bass player and my bassist would be like, come up with something that was way better, was just way better than what I had in my head. And so I always just felt really, really grateful that we got to play this music, because I just could not take credit for it. It's very, very strange. It's just, I guess it's just me believing in something bigger than myself, you know? But like, I just don't, you know, so I understand thinking from the heart in a certain way. But you can't do that when it comes to a deceased child who has a family missing her. It's super irresponsible. You can't do that because you don't have the skills to do that. You know what I mean? You don't have any investigative training. You don't have anything of this nature. You know, I mean, it's just really ridiculous.
But a non-natural thing rather than a natural thing, or rather than something, or hang on. Your gut is a natural thing, which you're supposed to go with. They get you to go off a unnatural thing, which is a television set.
And you're a self-made millionaire. You could care less.
Get dropped out of school that's got missing teeth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could care less what people think of you. So therefore,
okay. So he's sitting here, he's basically saying that the reason why he, you know, like he's thinking with his gut, and I dropped out of school and I don't have any teeth. Like, this is the thing. I'm also a high school dropout. Okay. But the thing is I don't sit there and go, well, I'm a high school dropout and I'm smarter than everybody. And I'm smarter than people who went to college for fucking 8 years to get a PhD in forensic psychology. I'm smarter than all of these people who went to school for 4 years just to become FBI agents. I'm smarter than everybody. I would never do that. I'm the guy that's like, I dropped out of school. I don't really know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm going to leave this shit up to the professionals that are trained. But if I'm just if I'm thinking like a layman, this is where I'm going with that. But I'm not an educated guy, so don't take my word for it. That's called self-awareness. That's called being responsible, being self-aware, and being like, this is what my lane is, and I don't want to get out of my lane.
You're going to express your opinion, and that also helps bring light to the truth.
And a lot of eyes on. And a matter of fact, when even in the beginning, before she was found, church talking about it is really a good thing. And when you get into true crime, I know you get a lot of hate on the true crime streets of church, but I think it's a good thing because you're such a popular dude on the internet. When you show these kids' face,
dude, how can he articulate with that dick in his mouth? I don't understand how Dolly can like articulate words with Ryan's dick in his mouth while he's gargling his balls. I don't understand. That's magic, bro.
Thousands of people are instantly seeing it. So anytime you're talking about true crime, I support it because your voice is so large and your reach is so big that it's important that these kids get out there. And somebody like you, that's
translation, I am kissing your ass because you have money and a lot of support. And I want to be on your good side so that your supporters support me. My crotch, thank you, because it's tiny. That's why. Yeah, good point. And I'm not happy about this. I'm not proud of it. My crotch, you're actually not wrong about that. I've seen it. Somebody, I was just trashing this guy one day, and I was on his panel, and he was just a total douchebag to me. And then somebody that he wronged decided to email me with dick pics that he sent her, and didn't label it. And I opened it, and I was like, "Fucking god damn it!" Since then, I have not. That person will show up in my chat, and I haven't blocked her, but I'm just like, I don't acknowledge her when she's in here. But I'm not happy about the fact that I saw it. But once I saw it, I got to tell you, it explained a lot. It was so clear all of a sudden. I was just like, there, of course. Fuck. The dude is hung like a rat.
Out there doing it and you're taking heat for it,
dude.
There's a lot.
I don't understand. Like, if you got a dick like that, why would you take a picture of it and send it to somebody? The fuck is wrong with you? Do you not watch porn and see, like, Dolly watches porn. I mean, I watch porn. I love porn, right? But I could tell, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, if you look at that and then look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Okay, shit. Yeah, I don't got it, man. So I'm not going to send that picture, Poor Dolly, dude. That's why I've been taking it easy on him, because poor dude, man. He's got to live with that shit every day.
A lot of famous people that wouldn't be putting themselves in the position that you in, taking the heat you're in to help these kids.
Dude, I appreciate that, Dolly. And man, I want to tell you too. Me and him were just talking earlier. We know, like, psyche wise, what your position is and what you do for the crime community. I'll just say this: Dolly's page is like a gas station for the crime community when it comes to finding
No,
stuff,
it's
because
not.
a lot of stuff can be found over here based off certain skills that Dolly has that I ain't gonna say here because I don't want to reveal them.
Appreciate it, Church.
That's the thing. You guys see the truth through all the bullshit because you could care less what anybody thinks of you.
Yeah.
Because the truth is what really matters. Whether it's you, in the end, you're wrong or whatever. You accept that because you brought justice to somebody that was looking for the justice.
If you notice, the only YouTubers that support this guy are fucked up, unethical YouTubers. Like, they're the only ones. Like, anybody with any credibility is like, this dude fucking sucks. Like, he's awful. He's an idiot, and he's a piece of shit for what he's doing to Kylie's family. Like, anybody with any credibility at all. It's crazy to me. Wolf Girl, thank you. I appreciate that. Surprise, unsolicited PP pick. Welcome to How Women Feel. That was deep about the music, though. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I meant it. And I meant it about the PP pick, too. Yeah, that's fucked up. Like, I don't know if he sent that to her unsolicited. I don't know if they had a thing. She was pretty bitter, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that, you know, they probably had a thing and they exchanged it. And if she had the lack of sense to fucking warn me and send that to me like that, then I'm going to assume that they probably had a thing, you know, because if he victimized her with that, why the fuck are you victimizing me with it? I don't want to see it. But yeah, if you're a dude, if you're in my chat and you're listening to this or catching the replay, women, you know, don't want to see your dick unless they ask to see your dick. Okay? I promise you that. Don't ever send unsolicited dick pics ever, ever, ever. That shit is not okay. Ever. Like, to me, that's the equivalent of like being out at the bar or at the club and just being like, hey, wow, you've got really pretty eyes. Check this out. You know what I mean? Like, you get fucking locked up for that shit. You get put on the registry for that shit. You can't do that. You can't do that. Women don't want to see your dick unless they ask to see your dick. A lot of women, they have a standard. Like, some women are just looking to have some fun. Maybe they were married to a guy with a dolly dick for like fucking 10 years. And then she's like, no, the next guy that I fuck has to be fucking hung like a moose. And so you better fucking show me that shit so I don't waste my fucking time. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Ladies, fucking make your standards and stand by your standards. Absolutely. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Holding up to your standards. Good for you. But don't just assume she wants to see it, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, the fuck is wrong with you if you do that? Seriously. And for some reason, it happens all the time. I hear women talk about it, that it happens all the time. I'm like, what?
Thank you.
Awesome, my man. All right, we're going to drop you out and we're going to bring in somebody else because we got a few people in the backstage.
Much love, everybody.
All right,
See you, brother.
We're going to bring in Creek Squad. Let's see. Add the stream. Creek Squad.
Hello.
Hello.
You will never find out.
I think that's a troll.
It was totally a troll. Nice catch, Dolly.
All right, let's bring in Stony Stone.
What's going on?
What's up, Stony?
Nothing, man. Hey, check this out. So I was wanting to just say, Ryan, we all love you. We support you. Love your music.
No, we
Whatever.
don't.
Appreciate it, buddy.
It's great. My kids just love your music, whatever. But look, check this out. I agree with Dolly 100%. You actually do a justice to this true crime community. When guys like us can't get it out, you have a further reach than we do. So I appreciate everything you do when you're doing this.
Was it really?
Keep up the great work.
Is that true?
I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people are missing, and it's hard.
Dude, this guy's picture is killing me, bro. Can y'all see this? Hold on. Can y'all see that? Like, look at this guy's picture. He's got his little sunglasses he's pulling down. Oh man. But yeah, if that troll was actually Cam, man, my man, dude, you got to step up your game, homie. You got to step up your troll game, homie. You got to do better than that. The idea is to fool them.
It's hard
You'll
to
get
pick
there though.
one individual case and just focus on that one case when there's so many families that are needing somebody. So how do you actually, because I do it too, and I search, and I think you got my videos sent to you by some of your people about the ones that we dropped on the 16th on Dolly's channel. And then you responded to one of my videos. I actually thought,
God, more dick sucking.
I mean, I corrected that. Whatever.
You
The
responded
point
to
is,
one of my videos.
You got to keep doing what you're doing, bro,
gotta
and
do
putting
it,
it out in front
bro.
of people, because while you're doing it, it makes it easier for the smaller guys like us. We throw something out there. It's hard to pick one individual case and just stay on that case nonstop. When, like yesterday, 2 4-year-old children disappeared. One in Indiana, one in Ohio. So now I'm focusing on that, which takes away from Jolissa, which is the other case from California.
There is so many missing people. It is hard when you get
It's
on
hard.
something, you know, especially
But-
when you're diving deep into something and then somebody brings another case up and you're so focused on one thing that you really can't dig into all them cases. You know, you kind of got to go at it. I kind of go at it one at a time. If I get too caught up, you know.
Yeah.
So, but Smoke, I got some people. Smoke, I got some people in the back.
Smoke.
Nah, I was reading Smoke's name at the same time. I want to say something to you.
But yeah, absolutely. Just keep on doing what you're doing, and just,
Keep on
man,
doing
keep
what
it out
you're
in front of
doing.
people.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right,
Appreciate you,
Stoney.
bro.
Thanks
God
for
bless.
letting me come up here and suck
That
your
was
dick.
Stoney Stone. Let's bring in Smoke. What's up, Smoke?
Oh, I'm just relaxing. So I kind of give like a little, what's up to Upchurch and Jimmy Dolly. You know, I've been around for a while. I've seen Upchurch on Facebook before he's even doing music. I don't know if I followed you or not, but I used to see your videos all the time. No, but just a little shout out about these conspiracies. You know, you guys gotta watch who you chase down a rabbit hole. You know, I used to make videos about gang stalking, electronic harassment and shit.
I knew you was gonna say that, Smoke, when I seen you in the backstage.
I'm just gonna touch into it for a second, right?
This is my video gaming buddy,
Wait, this guy might actually make some sense.
A church, and he's always
I
talking.
mean, if he's got a buddy with, if he's a friend of Dolly's, then you know his credibility is pretty much shot already. But hopefully, he makes some sense.
Crazy conspiracies. Always, this is a conspiracy guy.
Well, no, I'm talking some real shit, right? Like fake friends and whatever, right? I had a semi rear end me last year, so I mean, I haven't been. I got a piece of plastic in my mouth realigned my jaw. So I mean,
oh shit, that sucks.
I've had some real fucking harassment over making videos, probably. So hey, just saying, if you guys are gonna, if you guys are gonna make these videos, you might be ready. If you're gonna start saying conspiracy, you might catch that heat. I got 2 balls, a herniated disc, fucking piece of plastic realigned on my jaw.
The fuck does that have to do with?
Around public. No fucking clue who they were. Saying that
Okay,
crazy.
Never mind. So this guy so basically what this guy's implying is that he spoke about the wrong things. He spoke out about a conspiracy that was going on, and as a result of speaking out on that conspiracy, he had a semi truck rear end him, and now he's got all these physical ailments that he's having to deal with. Okay, dude, I'm pretty sure that. Yeah, self-explanatory. Never mind.
That's crazy and shit like that. So I mean, that's the kind of shit that might happen to you if you fucking make conspiracy. So just want to give you some heads up.
God, there's like a whole community of morons.
So do you think? What do you think about this case, Smoke? Do you think it's a conspiracy? Do you think this goes deeper than what it is?
Well,
please go into detail of how you think it is after you just warned Ryan not to do it.
Thing about me and conspiracy is I'm not like a paranoid person about conspiracy, right? I throw the word conspiracy around lightly, right? Like, there are big conspiracies out there. I think there's like groups of people that, you got human trafficking. Everything goes back to like trafficking rings and drugs and there's rituals. You get enough information out of it, but I watched a lot of other videos like interrogation videos, FBI serial murder videos over the years, and You know, I've taken like bits and pieces of things, you know, and like if the FBI gets their chance to get their hands on the cases first, then they actually start to cover stuff up, you know. So I mean, that's when you really get cover-ups, is if the FBI gets to it first. You know, local police don't cover things up.
Now understand something, right? A lot of these opinions on the FBI are coming from the Southerners, who Southerners are typically Trump supporters. And as we know, Trump was just raided by the FBI and blah, blah, blah. So now the FBI is pure evil because of, you know, they raided Trump's house. And I got no opinion on that one way or the other, if I'm being completely honest. But I'm saying there's a bias coming from these Southerners because of what's going on with Trump against the FBI. So just keep that in mind.
FBI will. So I mean, that's what I've learned over the years of watching different videos. So if it's a big enough case,
and then you have the FBI that handles missing persons cases and serial killers. Make no mistake, okay? We wouldn't know. We wouldn't have, if it wasn't for the FBI, we would not have criminal profiling, okay? Which is vital to catching serial killers at this point. Serial rapists to serial killers. It's vital to the process of investigating. Now, we would not have that without the FBI. So just keep that in mind.
where the FBI gets there first, then they'll just cover it up in public women what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
I fully believe that they have government actors. You know, it's like if you watch a bunch of these videos on YouTube, there's people out there, you know, suffer from all kinds of different things. You never see that stuff in the news. You never see that stuff in the public. But I mean, YouTube gives people a chance, you know, to voice, you know, bad things they're going through, bad stuff, messed up stuff they've seen. Because I mean, you got media
like this
blackout on
asshole
everything crazy,
fucking
right? And then you
harassing
also got, like, the
innocent
cops.
people.
Anybody government, they're not allowed to talk to the media.
I don't like, you know, the thing about conspiracy on the internet is they like to shadow ban your channels and stuff like that when you start diving into those realms.
No.
Look, as people do it.
Okay, let me explain
Bans
this.
like giving like people
What
tens
they
of thousands-
do is they call out people who violate terms of service, and one of those terms of service is harassing innocent people. And if you get mass reported on doing that, they're going to take your channel. They're going to review your channel, and then they're going to take it. That's how it works. Idiot. Not because you're talking about conspiracies, but because you're victimizing innocent people and accusing them of crazy shit and getting them harassed by a mass amount of morons. That's what YouTube is shutting people down for, not because you believe something stupid. You're allowed to believe stupid things. That's okay to believe stupid things. It's even okay to talk about stupid things. It's even okay to have completely stupid opinions and express them, as long as they don't victimize anybody.
tens of thousands of dollars and stuff. He's like, you know, on some good mission, and they banned him. Right? They'll ban you over everything. That's why my YouTube channel is like completely private at this point, because I didn't want to lose anything. Right? And
yeah,
that's just how it goes. You know.
Yeah.
So YouTube.
All right, Smoke. It was a good talk.
So you think that privating your YouTube channel keeps the videos private from YouTube?
Talking to you, man.
Yep.
All right,
Bubba, take it easy.
all right, we're gonna bring in Shay. Hello, Shay.
Hey, we're not starting that shit.
Hello.
Guys. Don't start with
How
the
you
whole
doing?
who voted for Biden.
I'm doing okay.
Just, yeah.
Okay, so what do you think about all this?
I honestly believe that it was not an accident. I think there was a lot of foul play
Based on what?
involved in it. I think there was more players into it than what is being said.
See, this is how you tell the difference between channels that have an agenda and channels that are simply just trying to get to the truth. Because even if you're agreeing with me, right? If I open my panel and you agree with me on everything that I'm saying, I'm going to test you and I'm going to say, okay, well, based on what? Well, I completely agree with you and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, what do you agree with? Oh, well, this, and this. Why do you agree with it? And then don't just repeat everything that you heard me say, because I'm going to be like, you're just full of shit and you just want to come up here and be heard. Thanks, Mike Roch. Good night and good luck. Good night to you too, bud. Appreciate it. Yeah, I gravitate to the channels that will challenge every single caller. Like if you sit there and you go, yeah, I totally think there's foul play. I'm going to go, okay, well, based on what? What makes you think it's foul play? For the sake of even educating me, I'm not trying to challenge and be like, oh, well, like educate me. Tell me something that I don't know already or that I didn't think of already. I want you to challenge me with that. Like, I'm not going to open my panel just to have everybody kiss my ass. If I open my panel, it's because I want people to tell me something that I already don't know, and I might actually learn something from what you're saying.
I do agree with Ryan that there's a big cover up going on.
Mm-hmm.
And
bigger than everybody thinks.
Yeah, bigger than what everybody thinks. And that they're trying to
Why?
keep it on the hush hush.
Why?
And I don't
What
think
makes you say that?
That they're ever going to release
See,
the
you don't hear that
toxicology
shit.
report, even if.
So you don't hear that shit coming from Dolly because it absolutely. You don't hear that coming from Dolly because it absolutely feeds his agenda. It's somebody up there just kissing ass. The only reason that he's bringing people on is because he knows they're going to kiss Ryan Upchurch's ass. And Ryan Upchurch is going to feel more comfortable on his channel and like his channel more. And then he's going to continue to get support from Ryan Upchurch, which helps his channel.
If the parents are okay with it, which I've heard that their parents aren't even wanting to release the toxicology report.
Let me ask you something. Since I got you here in the conspiracy realm, remember when the Impact
you're gonna knock that shit
911
off right now.
Was on the fence there, Church?
Yes.
What if Impact 911, the police and the media
you're gone.
are connected together? Just down the conspiracy hole for a minute to run these elaborate schemes. One, it helps.
It's not
the
a
media.
conspiracy. You can Google the lady that was on the.
See, I don't put up
thing
with that
talking to
shit,
everybody
man.
with the police, and she works with the news and the police.
Thank you, Cats with Hats. Good morning from Germany. Wow, great. That's awesome. And thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, no. Yeah, Annabella, I already got rid of her, and I'm going to explain why. Yeah, we don't play that shit in here, dude. You're not going to fucking take jabs at somebody. You don't know what the hell she's going through. You don't know what the hell her people are going through. You don't know anything about that. I'm not saying one side or the other. I'm not saying whether you support something or whether you don't support something, but you are not going to attack somebody about something that you know shit about when they've been in the shit. And if you're talking about American soldiers and you're talking about American soldiers dying for for the country where Xaname's from, well, Xaname's an American soldier too. So go fuck yourself with that. So if you support troops and you support veterans, well, then you support Xaname. So fuck all the way off with that bullshit.
I didn't know you could do that. That seems like there would be some type of conflict of interest there, that you could leak stuff to the media through your sources at the police department.
Wait, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I didn't know you could be like a police investigator or a police person like that and work for the media, because it seems like then you could leak sensitive police information to the media, straight to the media.
Like a conflict of interest, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's odd to see that the lady works there.
I mean, that's literally a conspiracy. So let's say, for instance, that there was foul play involved, because my theory if there was foul play, which I don't believe that there was in Kylie's death, if there was foul play involved, there was definitely a conspiracy, not involving the people that these idiots are saying were involved. I'm saying this was a party. My theory is that she OD'd and it could implicate somebody, and there was more than one person who is keeping it quiet, and they helped get rid of Kylie. That's the only thing, and I don't even think that happened, but I do believe if there was foul play, my theory and my belief is definitely more than one person at that party knows and was involved. Absolutely. But I don't think that happened because everything is leaning towards it being an accident, other than her being found in the trunk. And I don't want to say trunk because that sounds bad. She was in the back of the hatch. She was in the hatch part of the car. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's bad. That looks bad. But there's a lot of different ways that could have happened. It doesn't necessarily mean that somebody placed her there.
All right, we're gonna bring in.
So, hey, Bubba, I gotta take this call.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold you tomorrow. DM me.
Okay,
Ryan?
I will. All right, Church,
Oh,
you
it was
be
good
good.
talking to you, Shay.
Ryan, before you go,
all right,
I do have a
Church.
question for you, though.
I love you, Church. Yeah, I'll
I don't
DM
know
you.
if you've heard,
I'll DM you.
but there is a missing 24 autistic man missing in your area, and he also has a TBI, and he's been missing since June 8th.
He's got a what?
He has a TBI.
Thanks, Claire. No bullies allowed. I appreciate what you said in her defense. Well, it was the truth, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, it was just the truth. That's all it was. But yeah, you're not gonna fucking do that shit in here.
And he's autistic.
He has
And Corey Lane.
I don't know what a TBI is.
Yeah, what is that?
A traumatic
All right.
traumatic brain injury.
Here we
He was
go.
hit by-
Let's go
He
ahead.
was-
Yeah, because I didn't know what she meant with TBI either. Because I was like, yeah, TBI is in Tennessee. The TBI. What are you saying? He has TBI. What does that mean? But she just explained a traumatic brain injury, not Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. So that's where my mind was. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. So here we go. Let's get into this real quick. Because I mean, I got nothing better to do. So, well, you ain't gonna crawl along the floor when there's windows open next to you and in front of you. What are you talking about? So, what window was in front of her that was open? The windshield was not. No. Okay. So, you obviously don't know what you're talking about, but I'll explain like I explained in another live. What could have happened in theory. I don't know. I'm not an expert. But let's just say that her vehicle, hold on. Yeah, I'm done with this idiot. Let's just say that her vehicle went into the water, right? And as it's sinking, it's going to go nose first, isn't it? Right? It's going to go nose first. And as that's happening, right, water is filling up into the back window that's rolled down. Back window driver's side that's rolled down. The water, the car is filling up, right? But as it's filling up, she sees that it's filling up. She goes into a panic. Initially, the guy from AWP, while he was underwater, said that the front passenger window was busted. So I could imagine her panicking and trying to kicking out the front passenger window, right? That's possible in a panic. But the problem is that she can't get to it. There's a small space. Trying to crawl out of a window is a small space, right? And as it's going down, the momentum, the water filling up, it's I mean, I would imagine that the force would help her gravitate towards the back where the hatch is back here, right? So, and she's a tiny girl. So it might actually have been easier for her, instead of trying to make her way to the window and crawl out, it might have been easier for her to go to the back and actually try to open the hatch from the back and crawl out. That's what I'm thinking. That's that's me playing devil's advocate to why didn't she crawl out of the window? Because it might have been, she might have thought that it would have been easier in her mind, and in a state of panic could have thought that it would have been easier to try to crawl out of the back hatch if she could get it open. That would clearly be easier than trying to crawl out of a small space in a window as it's sinking and water is filling up, or So hold on, I got okay. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Yeah, I got an email from somebody that I hid. And it just says so endearingly, "Fuck you too." Yeah, I'm thinking that that's Occam's razor too. So, like, I'm gonna go there before I start making assumptions that are potentially going to get people to point fingers at potentially innocent people. That's just what I'm going to do, because to me, that's the ethical thing to do as somebody with a platform with a lot of people that watch. You guys behave. See, this is why I love having common sense people in my chat, dude. Because I didn't think of that. But yeah, why do you people think she was too big to climb in the back, but small enough to fit through the window, especially the one halfway rolled down? Oh my God, bro. Exactly. Oh, Rachel Vincent's insane. That's good to know. Oh yeah, Kelly Green for sure. They're lost on they've been lost on Dolly. Like, they've been lost on Dolly. I mean, yeah, the only two people that, and it's not even Ryan, it's like all the other channels and shit, you know? Like, there's people posting, like the Wipey Boy kid. He was like the Jagger acting sketch. Like, and people are like, I mean, that's a kid. That's a damn kid. They're saying that it's sketchy that he was like, I'm getting off social media. It's because thousands of people are probably sending this guy hate, calling him a killer. You know what I mean? And then he's just like, I'm canceling my social media. And then everybody's like, that's sketch. Like, how is that sketch? That's a perfectly normal reaction to a kid who's getting death threats. Yeah, I was in the chat when you were on there, Zanime. I was in the chat when you were on there. He's yeah, I was on his panel, and I don't remember it much because I was drinking whiskey that night. He was too, so that's my excuse for doing that. But he's Yeah, he seems like a really, really intelligent guy. Yeah, that too. Why is it so hard to understand that it was pitch black? She was under the influence, panicking, probably didn't have time to get a full breath, maybe on shrooms, trying to get a break and escaping, maybe even on fentanyl, man. See, let's see. Yeah, yeah, we don't talk bad about 10 to Life in here. I realize that she brainstormed and was asking questions that might have influenced people to feel that way. And whether I agree with what she's done or not with her channel is something, because her and I are actually friends. I don't always agree with what my friends do, but I'm not going to discuss whether I agree with her content or not on my platform. I will discuss that with her in private, since I have the means to do that, since we are good friends. So I'm not going to discuss 10 to Life's channel with you guys. Sorry about that. That's something that I would discuss with her in private. If I had any opinions about it, I would discuss those with her in private, because I would extend that courtesy to anybody who I love and respect as a good friend. No, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize. I get it, and you're allowed to have your opinions. You know, you're perfectly, you have the right to have your opinions. But me, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just not doing that. I mean, yeah, like he's doxing minors, dude. You know what I mean? Like, this is insane. Like, it's just a matter of time. Somebody with his following is going to start exploring this, and then somebody who knows those people and recognize them in a picture. Yeah. And I didn't get to share that before. This is why the fentanyl thing. Yeah, the fentanyl thing is really bad in Placer County. So, let me bring this up. I talked about this earlier today, but I'm going to talk about it again. So here is the arrest, and I can't really see it. Yeah, there we go. This is better. So Nathaniel Evan Kabakungan. He's charged with murder, transporting, selling narcotics, possessions, purchase, adult selling to a child, inflicting great bodily harm. So, also, I'll go ahead and read the article here, which I'll also share, because I wasn't able to do it before when I was live because I was using Streamlabs. So, suspect was arrested in a fentanyl death of a 15-year-old Roseville girl, which is in Placer County. After a lengthy investigation into the death of a 15-year-old Roseville girl, detectives with Placer County Sheriff's Office and a special county drug task force arrested 20-year-old Nathaniel Evan Kabakungan on August 10th. During the investigation, it was revealed Kabakungan met with the young girl, and during that time provided her with what turned out to be a lethal dose of counterfeit Percocet pills. The family victim died or the family. The female victim died on June 19th. The Placer County Sheriff Coroner Division determined her death was fentanyl related and subsequently contacted the countywide drug task force. Kabakungan was arrested for murder, distribution of narcotics to a minor, and transportation of a controlled substance, and lewd and lascivious acts with a minor. So he basically drugged her and raped her, and then she died. Shitbag. So Placer County Sheriff Wayne Wu said, "I would like to commend the phenomenal work of all the investigators who put the case together. The Placer County Sheriff's Office will continue to utilize any resource at our disposal to hold these fentanyl dealers accountable." So there's clearly a problem there. There's clearly a problem there. It's clearly an issue with fentanyl. And since this party contained 300 people, and it was in Placer County, there's and fentanyl is such a problem there. It's pretty safe to assume that there was fentanyl going around at that party. I mean, I would assume so. Now, whether or not Kylie took any, willingly or unwillingly or at all, I don't know. None of us do. And we probably may never know, because I don't think that her mother is ever going to unseal or allow her daughter's autopsy to be unsealed. I don't think that she's ever going to do that. Now, I want to word that better, because apparently in California, they're already unsealed, even if she's a minor, but the parent has to request that they be sealed. And I see mom absolutely making sure that those are sealed, because look at the circus that her daughter's death has already become. So I wouldn't blame her one bit. And as a matter of fact, I hope she does. So all of you leeches that won't let this girl rest in peace, you know, I hope mom gives you that final fuck you and just leaves you guessing. But I do hope law enforcement basically says that it was determined an accident. Because I don't want to find out that she was victimized. That doesn't bring any fucking, satisfaction to me in any way, shape, or form. I'm not seeking out the drama of a more interesting story. That's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in this just being over for the family so that they can move on with their lives. That's what I'm hoping for. My hope is that is the least dramatic outcome, so that this family can just move on. I mean, Goth Girl LE will do a press release at some point, but it takes several weeks to get the results back for an autopsy. So, and like I said, we may never get them, but hopefully when that happens, law enforcement will release something to the press saying that it was absolutely an accident. And if not, then hopefully they make an arrest, and then that person pleads guilty, and that's it. Hopefully that's what happens. I don't know if it was hacked. But it was it was cloned or whatever. Like somebody from what I understand, somebody like had a troll account. Yeah, I know split image. We went over that already at the beginning of the stream, but thank you. Yeah, we don't support Chronicles of Olivia here. We don't do that here. And she might be right. That's fine. But yeah, I'm not going over to Chronicles of Olivia's channel. She ruined it for me, man. Like, she's a great creator, you know? She makes great little videos, man. She's a great editor. But she teamed up with these three people who went around Rogersville, Tennessee, and harassed people and victimized people, got them fired from their jobs. And I saw Chronicles of Olivia standing there on camera going that she's not sorry that they got fired from their job as a result of them yelling through a bullhorn and getting them fired. The parents of a missing child. I'm just not, you know. So yeah, that's not okay with me. So until she like realizes how fucked up that was and then publicly apologizes for it, and even still, I don't even know how I'll feel about it, but she doesn't get any support from me here after that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's the same shit. Yeah, no, they just didn't care. They didn't care. They flat out accused these parents of a crime that we don't even know took place, and yelled through a bullhorn, screaming, "What did you do to your baby? Where's Summer? What did you do with your baby? What did you do to her?" And then after they were fired and they were driving out of there, shaking, yet calm, didn't act out, didn't lash out. MGL goes to her window while it's down and is going, "I'm sorry that you have no soul, and I'm sorry that your baby's dead and that you have no soul." She said that to a mother of a missing child. MGL, as far as I'm concerned, is an absolute and utter piece of shit. Trenchard Hands, thank you so much for that super sticker. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I could pull the shit up right now. Like, she probably took it down. But there's plenty of clips where they clip it. They're like, Clip Channels just had a ball with that shit and they clipped it. So if you go to Heels in the Air or Chronicles of the Shady, I think they have it. Man, it's late, man, but I've been up for a while, but I'll kick it with you guys for a little bit longer. Yeah, these are awful, fucked up people, and they have so much support. It's the most disturbing thing in the world. Like, these are horrible, fucked up people who continue to do horrible, fucked up shit. And like, they have so much support. It's so strange to me. I mean, he's not going to win unless, like, there's an arrest made and it's not them. Sorry, guys. I've been up since super early this morning. But like, they're not gonna, I mean, he's not gonna have a case unless, you know, unless they make an arrest or they find her, you know. And I mean, because if you look at all the shit that's gone on, I mean, this dude has gone on YouTube, on every YouTube channel. I've had him on my channel, but he's been on every YouTube channel and he's been on there intoxicated and just and saying crazy shit, and so I mean, yeah, I don't see how he's going to win a civil court case. Yeah, a lot of people would have, Annabella. And what's funny is Candace, if Candace was the type of person to do that, or to do what these people are accusing her of, I would have ran her over easy. Like, if I was the type of person that was capable of murdering my own child, I would have ran over that asshole like in a second. I wouldn't have thought nothing about it. So this is what kills me is nobody. No, he was not intoxicated on my channel, Joanna S. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he was intoxicated on other people's channels. I've had him on my channel, but I'm not saying that he was intoxicated on my channel, but he's been intoxicated on other people's channels, and several times. So, but yeah, thanks for asking me that, because if it came off unclear, like I said that he was intoxicated on this channel, I don't want that misunderstanding out there, because he was not. Yeah, these people are crazy. Right. Mermaid in the ICU. I completely agree. Anybody who looks at JLR and BHB and says, "Oh, these look like great people to work with," is seriously off in their head. Then for the person to say, yes, bring on Big Juicy, they are all trash. Totally agree. No, Robert Berg, I never did. I think she emailed me that night, like all pissed off because she was just like gossiping. Like, she wasn't telling me anything worth fucking listening to. Like, it was just gossip, and I felt like I was MGL, and I was just like, and I got annoyed, and I was just like, get the fuck out of here, and I kicked her off. Like, I didn't want to hear fucking gossip about their relationship. I wanted to fucking. I thought she was going to tell me something worth listening to. He's apparently not. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, I can't picture that guy being in any type of romantic or sexual situation at all. There's something about that dude that just makes him look like a fucking alien to me. That just doesn't, his existence just doesn't even make sense. I can't make sense of it. See, for me, it's his tiny little mouth. It's weird. Why is his mouth so tiny? Why is he so loud with such a tiny mouth? He's a really loud guy. And he's okay. Guys, this is Jonathan Lee Riches, aka JLR, and I'm here harassing these people in front of their house. You got this exclusive, me doing shit that's going to get me put back in prison right here. You got it here first. Can't stand that fucking guy, dude. I've seen him blink. That's a rumor. Like, he doesn't blink much, but I've seen him blink. Some people are like, he's a robot. He doesn't blink. Oh, man, I keep yawning. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know who put Doug Live in the hospital. I don't know who that is. I think that's so fucked up, man. People go in real life on people. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm aware. I mean, because he's always at Trump rallies, you know? Like that dude is straight up been interviewed by these right-wing news stations, these right-wing internet news people, and like I've seen him like being interviewed proudly wearing a hat that says "Make white America great again." Like unbelievable. And then he'll sit there straight faced and be like, "I'm not a racist." What? Like, dude, you're in a hat on YouTube and on TV saying, "Make white America great again." Okay. I mean, everybody was following the Petito story. Yeah, I mean, he's been diagnosed with a lot of crazy shit. So, but he doxes people like crazy. Like JLR is a piece of shit. Good night, Kelly Green. All right. Well, Paula W., thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for flying Glare Airlines from the Glare Airport International. Paula W. will be leaving the chat. Make sure to buckle up and fly safe. Thank you. Yeah, it's not an airport, Paula W. You don't need to announce your departure. Yep, I think that's going to do it for me too, guys. Kelly Green has got the right idea. Like, I keep yawning. I'm super tired. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Upchurch, keep acting a fool, man, and I'll keep covering you until somebody sues your ass and YouTube shuts you down. But I love you guys very much. Do me a favor on your way out. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And we will do this again very soon, my friends.